Guys, I finally did it. I finally redecorated my office. I was getting tired of all the white and silver. We needed some greenery. It is not real greenery because I would kill it immediately. Hey guys, I hope you are all having a wonderful, fabulous, amazing weekend. And I wanted to jump on here doing another round of like best of 2019 because I cannot get enough of these videos. They are my favorite. But I thought today we would switch it up a little bit and do something that I love doing, which is testing out other people's favorites from the year. In specific today, we're going to be diving into the beauty community on YouTube's, and I went through a whole bunch of different people's favorites of 2019, and I picked out products that I haven't tried before, except for one product, which they just really liked, and I just had to include it because it was really pretty, and I was like, mine! And as always, thank you so much for watching these videos, for subscribing, doing all that fun stuff. And check out the other videos in case you missed them. Best of 2019, I did one in the high-end category as well as drugstore, and I did a full face using all of the products that I love and just wanted to talk about. So go and check those out if you haven't already. And now we're gonna zoom in and put some products on my face. Ooh, I even like all the plants in the zoom in. It's exciting. I don't change up my background very often. Wait, hold on, am I nesting? 5 weeks ago, people, we're getting close. So I think today I actually want to start with the brows, and I found it really interesting sort of doing all of the research, like going through all of these different people's favorite products of the year, kind of seeing what types of products stood out. A lot of brow products, a lot of skin products, a lot of like luminosity and like glowy, blurred skin kind of vibes, a lot of blush, just like those different things that kind of change year over year. I don't know. I find it interesting. It feels like business school again, but like way more fun. So the first brow product I want to talk about is a favorite of Alyssa Ashley, but I've seen a ton of people talk about this category within the brows, which is more of that felt tip ink stain kind of product. So this is the Urban Decay Brow Blade ink stains. They have a pencil in one end and sort of like a felt tip. Oh, that's the wrong end, Rachel. Just kind of like a felt tip liquid liner kind of a look and feel. And I have played around with these maybe once. Sometimes I just get really stubborn with my brow products. I'm like, no, I'm gonna use this one, that's it. But this one in particular, I don't think that I have tried from my recollection anyway. I did find when I was looking at this in store that the shade range for this was very warm toned, very red orange undertoned, and not a lot of ashier options, which is something that I would go for more in the brow category. Should I soap them too? Maybe. No, I don't want to mess with this. So it seems like you just kind of like flick it in. I like how I just went in with the brow product. Didn't even test it. Like to see what the color was. I will say it does feel kind of funny in the brows because it's like, it's wet. It's a liquid product. So I'm not used to that. Okay, it's looking a little bit red on camera. Is that just me? In person it doesn't, but guess we'll find out. I need to learn to be more patient. If a product doesn't work right away, my immediate reaction is like, I'm done. I'm so bored. Gotta check my teeth. Eating a blueberry muffin. I'm so hungry all the time. So all I have right now is the brow pencil. I find it's a good undertone, but it's a little dark. Like my brows look dark. I think how I will probably end up using it, or this one in particular, just to continue to utilize the product that I now have, is I'm going to mix it, because I love, this is the Essence Micro Precise Eyebrow Pencil. Why is no one talking about this? It's so good. So what I would probably do next time is use this for the majority of the brow to kind of make the shape even. And then I'd go in for like those finer, like little touch-up parts where I want that like sparse kind of feathery brow effect, which is my favorite. The brow product number 2 is actually from Kathleen Lights. She talked about in particular the brow gel portion of this product. This is from Nudestix Eyebrow Stylist pencil and gel, and she mentioned she doesn't even use the pencil, she just loves the gel. It is the hands down best gel ever for her, and she wanted something that was really like going to stick your brows in place kind of a gel, which like I am on board, on that train, ready. My brow hairs have a mind of their own. They will do their own thing. They do not listen to me, and I need something thick and like sturdy to like keep them in line. Though I will say, if this is good, just a note to you, Nudestix, if you're watching my video for some reason and not Kathleen's, which if that's the case, go and watch hers because it was great. Just released just the just the clear brow gel. If it's good. Stay tuned. If it's not good, don't do it. So this is what the brow gel looks like. So obviously it's a very small container of the brow gel versus the actual pencil itself, which I will actually probably end up using. Let me see what this is. Should probably check that. Okay, it's one of the triangular shapes. I picked ash brown. Can you even see that? You can barely see that, but it's a good match, I promise. Let's brush this in. Is it turning red on me? I've literally never seen that in a brow product before. What is happening? Let me try the other brow. That is so bizarre. Oh my gosh, I think it is. Wait, is this even clear? It is. It's a clear gel. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, maybe I'm mixing colors and doing something weird. It's turning my brows burgundy, and I don't know what to do with myself. That's an interesting development that I did not see coming. Guess we'll try and remove some of that then. Okay, but now I'm curious. Is it going to change the shade of any brow product I put in? I feel like I need to test this. Ugh, do I have to take off my brows? For science! For science people, we need to try this. But like, seriously, has that happened to anyone else? Is this like just a me thing? Is this my like chemical balance and like what I put on my face and I just create burgundy brows like naturally? Okay, refilled in my brows. Haven't done the brow gel yet. Also found out that I have now run out of my Essence Micro Precise brow pencil, which I'm sad about. After doing one brow, of course, because of course. So let's try this brow gel again. I do have to say this would be a lot nicer if it was like a full use product, like a full wand, you know? It does allow me to manipulate the product, but it seems to also be holding everything in place. Ooh, this is promising. Ooh, the effect is very pretty. But now I'm scared to use this brow product. What, like, is it just gonna continue to change the color of my brows? Do other shades from this line also change color? Does anyone get like a blue brow? That'd be kind of fun. All right, just gonna prime my lids and we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow. And this is so this is the product that wasn't part of like a best of 2019, but the person used it and it looked so nice. And this one particular shade I'm so excited to use. And this is from a video from Manny MUA, and he talked about this palette and used it in like a testing overhyped new makeup products. And it looked really, really pretty. Oh, so nice. Look at those shades. I don't get the butterfly, but I'm gonna ignore that. So we have a couple of matte shades, a couple of shimmer, a couple of, I wanna say pressed glitters as well. They have a little asterisk beside them, but then it doesn't, oh, I see. Not intended for use in the immediate eye area. Not intended? Why is it in an eyeshadow palette then? Like either show us the right way to use it on your eyes or don't put it in. Like if you want to say, you know, be careful and use common sense when utilizing this particular formula, that's one thing, but to specifically put in a product into a palette and not be able to, like, that's just really confusing and doesn't make any sense to me. We can work around it though. It's only 2 shades. Have I just not noticed that? Has ColourPop done this in other palettes and I just haven't seen this? Is this new? What about the Sweet Talk palette? Nope, no asterisks on here. This is new then. It's okay. You know what? We're gonna work around it. So I'm gonna start with State of Mind right there, which is a pretty, I mean, for me, it's a very light crease color. I think the color that he used is AU Team, which is, get it, periodic table, AU's gold. Haha, science jokes. So I'm probably gonna use that one on the eyeballs because that was the one that I was like excited about. And in case you're new here and you hear random drilling in the background, our kitchen is getting a little like a little refresh. I'm very excited about it. This has been in the making for like the last 3 years, I want to say 2 years maybe. And actually we're gonna do like a full reveal and like declutter and how I organize the kitchen with Chris. It's going to be up on RachhLoves Life. If you like that kind of thing, go and subscribe. I'm very excited. Am I the only one who's like obsessed with seeing how people decorate their kitchens? Like I can't stop. Like how do they organize them? How do they, like I'm very nosy apparently. Show me your kitchen. How do you organize your spices? Okay, I'm gonna go in with Trooper next with this kind of like this mustardy yellow. Ooh, it's kind of like the one on my shirt. Pretty. I'm gonna start with this matte black just because I am curious about it. So it's right down here. We're gonna start with that one. smudge that a little bit along the lash line, and then I'm going to use Diggin' You to kind of like smoke it. I'm going to stamp it as close to lashes as possible. Okay, I added a little bit of like a stickier base just to the inner part of the lid. AU Team Gold. That one looks very similar in consistency to the ones that have little stars beside them. So I just want to swatch them all. One, put on your eyes, it'll be great. The other one, okay, so this is the AU one. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I see the difference. The ones that you are not supposed to slash are not intended for your eyeballs for an eyeshadow palette have much more pronounced glitter in it. Like much more, not big chunks of glitter, but fine glitter. And then it seems like the AU Team one, while it has glitter in it, it has more of a metallic frost to it. Okay, so now let's go in with the safe option. It's almost creamy in consistency, which I am very much a big fan of. I almost didn't, like, I don't think I actually needed to use a tackier base for it. I'm just gonna pat that on. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with that shade. Why couldn't the other, like, why couldn't we do more of those? Don't worry though, don't worry, because ColourPop already has 45 new palettes on the horizon. It's coming, everyone, don't worry. It's a very forgiving formula. Like, you can kind of like be messy with it and it still looks incredible. You can manipulate it, move it around. It doesn't need to be super precise. So now let's do some mascara. There weren't actually any mascaras of the videos that I watched that I hadn't tried, which speaks volumes as to how many mascaras I tried this year. Yet, still going back to my faves. Look at that. I haven't even re-dipped my mascara wand yet. Can't get over it. Can't get over it. It felt like this year, I don't know if you guys felt this as well, but there were just so many new launches that it almost felt like none of them really stood out to me, like super special. It just felt like every time they came out with a new palette, especially the more expensive ones that are like $50, you would buy it, you'd be excited about it, want to play with it, wear it, and then boom, they come up with a new product. At least that's how I felt. So maybe I'll do like an anti-haul. I don't know. Do you guys like those types of videos? Maybe like an anti-haul and what I did end up buying. Ooh, that could be fun. Ooh, tell me in the comments if there are any products out there that you saw and did not buy and why. I'm very curious. Perfect. I like it. So the next product, we're going on the face now. So this primer is a favorite of Ali here on YouTube. I'm going to link everyone down below so you can go and check them out. They're all fantastic. But she loved this primer for filling in the pores. And surprisingly, this is a primer that I had not tried this year. It is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha primer that had come out. As soon as you touch the product, it like melts into this nice, very creamy consistency. It's not as like hard and waxy as it first appears in the container. It looks like that. And let's tap it on to any areas that I would tend to see enlarged pores. All right, I feel good about that. Let's see. Ooh. Got some glitter down there, Rachel. Good job. So let's see what happens when we put foundation on top of this product. But from a first impression standpoint, it is something that I am liking and I'm excited to try out with some other different foundations. But this foundation came in as a favorite of Taylor Wynn here on YouTube. She talks a lot about different foundations. She tests them. She does 15 days of foundation kind of reviews, and every single day she tries out a new foundation, which is super fun. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This is supposed to be the most like skin-like full coverage intense foundation, and a little bit supposed to go a long way. You can use it by itself. You can use it as like a mixing agent with another foundation. I have tried this, but it was the wrong shade. So I couldn't give it like a full day wear test. So I purchased a shade that I think is going to match me. This is shade 1.1. What are some other things I need to know about it? Ooh, hyaluronic acid. Oh, I love hyaluronic acid. Anything that has hyaluronic acid in it, I just want to covered my face in it. It also has clay and bamboo powder in it to control oil and shine. It's supposed to be sweat proof, humidity proof, waterproof, all that stuff. Waterproof. All right, let's dampen a sponge and try that on one side and then maybe a brush on the other side. See if we have a preference. That's what experimenting is for with makeup. And then I think I'm going to dot it first. Whoa, it is. This is going to be a lot. Uh-oh. I regret everything. This is too much. So we're going to try and blend that all in. It does give almost like it's not that thick, cakey kind of consistency that I was anticipating when I first put it on. It's becoming a lot smoother. Whoa, I forgot like an entire section of my face back there. Good job, Rachel. So you can see it's like erased a lot of like the redness and just made everything very, very full coverage. And I like the pore filler underneath it. It seems to be holding up well so far. So that's a good sign. I'm trying to pat around where we did the pore filler, just because I don't want it to like clump up. If you guys have used this before, do you have a preferred method of application? Seems to be darkening slightly on my skin. Nothing too crazy, but I am noticing like a difference between when it's first applied and when it settles. And you honestly do not need that much. That's really incredible. Wow, okay. Okay, Smashbox. Pretty impressive. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer. I haven't set anything yet. But it honestly, it does not feel like it needs a lot of powder. Ooh, wait. No, I don't want to do that yet. Hold on. I have another product. Well, I'm glad I didn't set anything. Cool. I have a new blush to try. This is again by Nudestix. This is their Nudies all over face color in the shade In the Nude. This is their matte version. They also did a more like a lighter version. I don't want to say shimmery, but just like more dewy, I guess. But this was a favorite of Jamie Page, this shade in particular. And when she was swatching it, I fell in love and I just needed to put it on my face. I do have to say, I feel like this like whole tin thing, I understand it's sort of a point of distinction for Nudestix, but it feels a little bit unnecessary. I don't know why. Like I don't put it back into the tin, you know? So this is the shade where, oh yeah, already know I'm gonna love that. Just like stamp it into the, oh my goodness, I like that. It's blending out really, really beautifully. The shade is perfection. It's building up very well. It's allowing me to manipulate the product on my skin and build it up gradually and just adding this beautiful flush. I am into it. I kind of want to try I think it's called Bloom, is their dewier version. I think I'll use that too. Like ruining my hair, it's fine. I like to dust some of the excess blush over my nose, like the center. Just kind of like breaks up the harshness of like bright cheeks and just kind of makes it an all over rosy glow. I'll even add some up on like the temples too. Center of the face, like all over. Okay, so pretty, really love. Yep. There we go. Ooh, let's do like an inner corner thing. What's that? Let's do 24K on the inner corner, which is this gorgeous, more of like a champagne tone. Ooh, this one has like a little bit of a little hint of shimmer too. This wasn't, oh no, it wasn't okay. I was like, is this one that I'm not supposed to put on my eye as I put it in my inner corner? ColourPop. They want us to live dangerously, on the edge, always be thinking about what we're applying. Like it's pretty, it's just not light enough. I want to lighten it up a bit, just like a scooch, you know? Just using a touch of Clutch and Lace from the RachhLoves Layers Highlighting Palette. Can't help it. When you work on something for a year and a half, you fall in love with it, you just want to talk about it all the time. I have a tiny bit of black liner just on the tight line on the top. Some of it's transferred down, but I'm wondering if I can just like put a little bit of brown powder on top. Let's make it just like that extra bit of smoky. I think I want to put a little bit more blush on. Don't judge me, everyone. Sorry, not sorry. I'm using the Catrice Iman collab. Oh, I went really intense on the blush there for a minute. That's okay. That's okay. Now let's see about lip product. Into the PR drawers. Ooh, let's try these ones. Oh, it's okay. It wasn't open. Let's try these ones. These ones came in from Shared Planet. There's like the Polar Bear collection and the Tiger collection. Kind of want to do an updated like testing out PR makeup video. Maybe I'll do that next week. That'll be fun. Like, I know the last year was like clogged down with like a ton of new launches and it was super overwhelming, at least for me. But I find January's different. It's a time when brands are really like, they're putting all of their game-changing products up front, and it's like new trends or new formulas. It's that different element, not just like here's a new eyeshadow palette, but it's like a new product in general that speaks to like a larger global trend or something like that. I always find it to be really interesting and I get really excited. All right, let's see some of these glosses here. Ooh, they're very glittery. I think I want to go with this one. Ooh, it has like a nice vanilla scent to it. That's pretty. Okay. It doesn't feel grainy. Sometimes with like glittery ones, they tend to feel grainy. It doesn't look overly glittery on my lips, which is good. Like, it doesn't look too metallic or anything like that, but I think I would wear that more in the center of my lips. Let's do more of like a matte shade first. This is by Flower Beauty. Oh, so pretty. Such a pretty shade. See, that's better. I like that more. It didn't even really need it. I kind of like the matte lip, but we're here anyway. So now I'm going to go about the rest of my day. We are going to check in tonight, see how everything is wearing. We'll zoom in, kind of take a look and see what my favorite product was. We had a moment at the beginning, but we recovered. So I will see you guys tonight. All right, guys, we are back. It is the end of the day. This is what my makeup is looking like. It is right now 10:12. I am tired. So let's start with the face makeup because it is looking like real good for like end of day. It's worn off a little bit around my nose, on my chin as well, but that's from just like life, you know, just like sitting there like this, like blowing your nose, like just like regular things. So otherwise it is held up really, really well. It looks beautiful. My pores look extremely minimized from that primer as well. So that's awesome. Really excited about that. I will be using both of those products again. And I'm also going to be trying the foundation as like an add-in to a lighter coverage foundation and just kind of see how that works. The blush is also going really strong. Like, it looks still really flush. Sometimes with blushes, they'll like wear off by the end of the day. You don't notice them as much. Like, it still is nice and punchy for me, and I'm really excited about that. The brows, I don't know what's happening. Like, maybe it is the gel, but like right here, it has like this tint, like this purple tinge to it. It did hold my brows in all day, the gel. So that's really good, and it seems to be, I think, fine on this side. So maybe that was just like leftover from the pen. And then the eyeshadow, really, really pretty. I love the shades. The glitter did like actually get a little bit of fallout underneath the eyes by the end of the day. The only thing that I really struggle with this palette, they need to be more clear in their warning on here that it like if the problem is like, hey, you got to be careful when you remove this because it's chunky glitter, it could scratch your eye, then write that on there, and then anyone who is curious or wants to know how to properly remove it can, you know, Google it or something. But I think that just saying, hey, don't put this near your eye, but I'm going to put it in an eyeshadow palette, just I don't feel good about it. I feel like there are better ways to address it in a way that could actually be helpful to a consumer. If I'm being honest, of the three like really glittery shades, I liked AU Team the best anyway, and that one seems to be fine for eyes. But I feel like overall there are a lot of products here that I'm super excited about and will be continuing to use. So I feel like this is like a good, like positive overall. Like I'm stoked about these. And you may have, if you're here at the end of the video, by the way, hi, welcome. I'm very tired. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek because there's one YouTuber in particular whose recommendations I typically include in these types of beauty gurus recommendations tested type videos, and I didn't this time, and the reason you will see in the next video. I'm very excited, and I will see you guys then. Love you all. Mwah.